It's the 22nd of July and right now I'm 4 days out from a 10k race that I've scheduled about a month ago. This race will be around a 2-hour drive in the very top of the Netherlands where it will take place. There's also a half marathon, a full marathon, but a friend requested me to run a 10k race right now in the midst of course training for the marathon that comes up in October. I'm super excited for this race. I've basically been training over the past 2 weeks for this specific workout, a 10k workout with 4 750-meter repeats afterwards in order to prepare myself the best way possible. But that's what's coming up this Saturday. I'm super excited for it. Right now, as you can see, it's raining as hell. But you know, that's the Netherlands. At the end of July, midst of summer, it's pouring. But hey, we still get the job done. So what is my intent of this race? I've set a clear goal. But first of all, let me take you back to what happened last year in December, on the 3rd of December of 2024. I had my first 10k race, or just a plot race as well. And that was happening in Madrid. I ran that 10k race under 37 minutes, way above my expectations. So right now, I've set just a clear, bold goal of going for a sub 35-minute 10k. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I know I've done everything as well in order to prepare myself the best way possible over the past weeks, months, especially a year and a half since I started running. So I think and I hope I will be ready for it. But that's my intent. I rather aim for 35 minutes and fall short on 36, and then I'm aiming for 37 and I hit 37. That's how I like to set goals. So that's my intent, and that's how I will also document in this video and share with you guys.
Hey! Hello. Did you sleep the whole time? Hey. Did you sleep the whole time? Yeah. Just like him.
Alright, the second meal of the day. And this is going to be a super simple one. Something that I always cook myself midday. It's either this one, some salmon, or some ground beef. Ground beef will come in tomorrow as I just ordered my groceries online, which will come later today. But as of right now, we have here some chicken breast with 3 eggs, Parmigiano Reggiano, of course, with some curry called butter, and some cherry tomatoes. In here we have some rice, of course, for some like quick carbs as well after the workout, which is of course very important for myself as well with the intensity and volume that I'm training on right now in terms of running and just daily exercise as a whole. So this meal is super simple. Just gonna mix everything up into a bowl. I love those like bowls where you just mix up everything together, and I will show you how it looks like once it's created. Guys, so as you can see, you saw it with me, but it's super simple. Just created a bowl with rice, some chicken, some eggs, and some tomatoes with some Parmesan cheese, of course, on top of it. But the intent by showing this as well is like looking back a year and a half ago, before I moved to Spain, where I basically lived for a year and a half. I could barely cook an egg, to be very honest. And right now I'm just preparing my meals midday at least every single time myself. And I love like a variation of, like I said, chicken, some salmon, and that is what I got yesterday. And tomorrow, when my groceries will come in later tonight, I will have my ground beef, like the ribeyes and all of that. I just love the combination. I love to cook myself. Something that I would truly, to be honest, if you would have said me 2 years ago, that I would never imagine to do right now. But as of right now, it's also something that I genuinely love doing. It breaks my day in that sense, where I've like trained, I've done my work. Right now preparing myself a meal. And then later tonight, I will just eat what my parents are cooking, as I'm still living at home right now. I'm not sure for how long, but you know, it's super simple. It also keeps me fresh with some new ideas on what to cook. And I know at least as well that what I'm consuming midday, what I'm creating myself, I know the ingredients that I use, and it's all as clean as possible. And this of course fuels me up for the next session that is coming tomorrow. So what I have in here are carbs, of course, some healthy fats, and some protein all combined. And especially right now when I'm increasing my carbs with the training volume that I'm basically into right now, it's super important. I'm gonna top it off right now with some coconut aminos. I'm not a big fan of soy sauce, so I'm gonna add some coconut aminos, or sometimes, most of the times I use honey. But this is it. It's literally like 10 minutes you have it prepared, maybe 15 minutes, something like that. And you have a beautiful meal that you can look forward to consume. Super simple. It's like the small things in life that makes me truly, genuinely super happy. So yeah, I just love doing this. Right now I'm gonna enjoy it, and then later today I have some more work to do. So let's dive into that as well. Alright, groceries are in, time to unpack them. Alright, so weekly groceries just got delivered. I would love to show you guys what I got myself as well. I think I got a lot of questions lately as well what I eat on a daily basis, because I keep sharing all my nutrition throughout the days. Every single midday, of course, I cook my own food. In the evening I take that when my parents cook for me. But I'm just going to show you guys as well what we got ourselves. So let's put this on the ground. First things first, I think on top of all of this we have the most important part, which is all frozen. So what we got ourselves here, when I'm opening it up, we got one piece of chicken, and we got multiple of these 100% grass-fed Maine Ajoun beef, like ground beef. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So that's in total 450 grams times 4, let's say 2 kilograms, a little bit less, because I still have some supply from last week. This is also another grass-fed burger. Beef, it's like a beef actually. Grass-fed beef, German beef, 100% grass-fed, with one single ingredient only. It's only beef, so that's it. Then on top of that we have some more chicken, a little bit different kind of chicken, also chicken thigh. And we have some cultivated blueberries, which is also organic, picked and frozen at ultimate ripeness. This is what I just like to put in my shakes, or through my, let's say, my bowls that I create sometimes as well midday if I want to just switch between meals. That's the first part. Then we have ourselves 2 whole Greek organic yogurt, 1 farmer yogurt it's called, I'm not sure, like it's just full, it's just pasteurized from basically whole milk, also yogurt, very thick. And on top of that we have some more 100% whole pure pasteurized milk, whole milk, and of course 2 salmon fillets. This is also wild caught salmon. So it's a little bit, let's say, different kind of grocery shopping, because I just like to always consume high quality sources. That's something that I just like to invest in myself. That's just my own preference. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do anything like that. I don't like to even party in that sense. I just like to prefer to spend my, let's say, weekly groceries a little bit more advanced, to basically, of course, allow myself, my body to recover a little bit more, and just be more intentional about that, what I consume on a daily basis. That's what I prefer personally. And then last but not least, of course, we have some tomatoes and 200% Dominican Republic sealed cacao chocolate bars, basically extreme dark. That's what I got myself. That's the grocery shopping for this week, in which my parents will leave as well tomorrow. They will go to Spain, so I will be here with my brother this week. This is what I consume midday. and this is what we got ourselves.
Alright guys, good morning. It's a new day. It's the 24th of July. It's Thursday, 2 days before the race starts this Saturday. And this morning I of course woke up, I took my coffee, I basically had 2 dates with some honey and some salt on it to prepare myself for the run that will come up in a few minutes from now. I will do some reading right now, and then after reading I will have a 10-kilometer easy pace run, very relaxed, nothing too much, because I'm of course decreasing volume. Normally I would be right now at 80 kilometer-ish per week. But as of right now, this week specifically, it's going to be around more 40, something like that, because of the race, of course, this Saturday. So I will have a 10K run coming up in a few minutes from now. Then later today, I have my second session. Today is Thursday. I normally have my double days on Fridays, but as it's one day before the race starts, it's not the best way to, let's say, prepare myself for the race that comes up Saturday. I would like to take as much rest as possible to be as fresh and fit as possible on the starting line this Saturday. So it's going to be super exciting. Of course, I will go there with 2 friends. They're also preparing themselves, and we're just going to have a great time. Today, a lot of work to do actually, and also of course to work out, so enough to do. With that being said, let's dive into the first workout in about 30 minutes from now.
Alright, so I want to quickly share something, because on these runs that I have 3, 4, 5 times a week, I create so much solitude when I'm not having like any earplugs in my ear, when I'm just listening to what's happening in my head. The conversation that I have with myself instead of the conversation that I have while others are talking to me through podcasts or listening to songs, which is great. But to be honest, just running here in just through the woods, just being with my own thoughts, it clears my mind. It sets the tone for the day as I normally run in the morning. And to be honest, I get a lot of work done even on these runs, because I can literally solve problems through the conversations I have with myself. You know, I just love it, to be honest. Solitude during the runs in the morning, one of the best moments of the day.
Alright guys, 10-kilometer run completed. First workout of the day. Right now I have my first meal of the day, and I have a lot of things here, to be honest. So what we're gonna make is super simple. I have some authentic Greek yogurt, 0% fat, and also one of 5% fat. This one is almost done, so I need to add that both in. Then we have whey protein, some more whey protein, pure collagen, frozen mango, 1 banana, so 100% pure chocolate from North Coast, organic chocolate. We're gonna add 1 egg yolk in here. If you haven't tried it, try it. It tastes amazing. It maybe sounds gross right now, but you're gonna remove the egg white and you're gonna add the egg yolk in there. That you're gonna mix everything up. And then on top of that, we have a few more things. We have of course 1 banana for some carbs, honey for some carbs, powder cacao. So this is also organic cacao powder. Some pecan nuts, I'm not sure how they call it in English, to be honest, and some like Brazilian nuts. So all in all, rounding it off with goji berries and pumpkin seeds, also organic. It sounds a lot. We have a very big bowl, but I will show you the end result. It looks amazing, but trust me, if you're gonna add a little bit from everything, not too much, so you don't overdo it, so you have like a bowl of this, then it tastes amazing. We're gonna also mix it up with an espresso. So I will add half an espresso in here. If you haven't tried coffee in your smoothie bowl, then you haven't actually eaten yourself a good smoothie bowl yet. Trust me, like, it's amazing. So I will mix this all up right now, and I'll show you exactly how it will look like when we have it in front of ourselves. By the way, I almost forgot, we are also gonna add some extra virgin olive oil in it, like just a little bit. Try it out, it tastes really, really good. Alright, so before we take the bowl, I'll also have a slice of watermelon, especially in summer. I take watermelon after every workout, but even more importantly after the runs where I sweat a lot, where I lose a lot of sodium, natural electrolytes, hydration. I just like it a lot. That tastes, of course, amazing. And of course we have the bowl. So that's what we will enjoy as first meal of the day. We'll add some honey on top of it. Only thing is, if you're having honey and you're like having a very big one, it could be that it will just completely sugar out in that sense. It's very hard right now, so I need to first warm it up in order to loosen it. But hey, you know, the workout done. Later I have the second workout of the day, of course. Right now we'll get into some work after this meal. And then in around 4 hours from now, I'll have my second workout of the day at the gym.
Alright fam, good morning. It's the 26th of July and it's race day. Right now I'm preparing my last stuff for the trip, which is a 2-hour drive, of course, towards the place where the race will happen. Yesterday I already grabbed my stuff, so I don't need to worry about that too much today. As of right now, I will have breakfast. And this breakfast is gonna be the smoothie bowl that I normally take, but on top of it, I will also add oats. So the oats will give me just that, let's say, extra carbohydrates with the protein, of course, to fuel myself the best way possible, just hours before the race, because the race is only going to take place at 2 p.m. So that means, as it's right now 7:44 a.m., I have a lot of hours left to also get my second meal in, and that is what I will prepare here as well. At 9 a.m., so an hour from now, I will basically head towards to Lauwersoog, it's called, in the very north of the Netherlands. And I will prepare my meal here. That's what I will do in a second as well. So I don't need to, let's say, consume something while driving on the road at a Shell station or whatever. I just prepare my own stuff. I like that. I'm a very big fan of, you know, just planning ahead. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So that's what I will do right now. Prepare my meal, be ready, get ready, and we will head towards Lauwersoog.
Dat is gewoon 10 kilometer.
Alright fam, happy Sunday. It's one day after race day. It's the 27th of July. And what happened yesterday has been absolutely crazy. Here is why. Yesterday, the 10-kilometer race ended up me running in 36 minutes and 48 seconds. Overall, amazing time. Unfortunately, not the time what I aimed for. I of course focused for a sub 35-minute 10K. However, that's not where I'm at right now. This has been an absolutely amazing experience because of the fact that I literally felt everything, from the greatest feeling that you could feel of being happy just going over the finish line to being disappointed about not basically being there yet where I wanted to be. And this is a feeling that I needed, to be honest. Right now, 3 months before the marathon of Amsterdam, I realized that I'm not yet there to run a sub 35-minute 10K, not even close. And this has been a hard realization moment, but also something that I truly needed in order to ground myself. Because yesterday, the first 5 kilometers, I was basically running with the top 4 of basically the persons who ran ahead of me. They were absolutely amazing athletes, and they were already running afterwards, they told me, for more than 5 years. Meanwhile, I just started just a year and a half ago running seriously.
And what they mentioned was that my heart rate was just way too high at the 5 kilometer, and they already mentioned that I was not going to make it, even though I did not hear them. But you know, that ended up me running a like a sub 37 minute 10K, which is overall a great time. I'm very happy with it, of course, but also very, very important for me to understand where I'm at right now and understand what kind of work I need to put in order to get where I want to be, which is definitely the sub 35 minute. I'm not gonna lose sight on that goal. And that is my next goal after the marathon as well, where I will aim for. The marathon that's happening on October 19th of this year, which I'm very excited for. And that's of course happening in Amsterdam. So yeah, as of right now, I'm heading towards Germany for a very, very exciting meetup. But everything that happened already over this weekend has been absolutely phenomenal. And I am very, very grateful for it. During the race, I just want to elaborate on it. I had like the most painful stomach cramp that you can imagine. I needed to go to the toilet. I needed to do everything that I wanted to do, which I did not do, of course, because, you know, I simply couldn't. But I felt such kind of like stomach pain. I cannot describe it because the race was, of course, midday. Something that I've never done ever before. I have always had my races, from the few that I had, always very early in the morning, which makes me just like run on one meal and that was it. But yeah, you know, you need to also experience things in a different way. And I now understand as well that my nutritional intake needs to be different on race day. And especially, you know, during middays. So that's a lesson learned. I'm very grateful for it once again. I can't wait for the marathon of Amsterdam, which is in 3 months from now. And in a few minutes, I'll also elaborate when I'm in the hotel and what splits I hit. All right, so just to round it off with the splits as well from yesterday, I will also put them here in top of the screen. But the splits from yesterday for like the 10 kilometer run was the first kilometer and the second kilometer, as you can see, even the third one, I went way too fast, to be very honest. I ran at like 3:24 minutes per kilometer, then 3:27, 3:29, and then you'll see basically I'm getting slowly towards 3:40, even high in the 3:40s, to eventually round it off with the 3:41. But this was like the main lesson as well that I learned, that I will definitely do better as well during my marathon on October 19th, because I went way too fast from the beginning. And yeah, that basically made it as well that I was like getting those stomach cramps, that I was not feeling well, and I was not able to perform the best way possible. But you know, that's the thing, right? This is the journey. This is the journey that I need to go through in order to learn from these lessons so I can apply it. And then of course, you know, become better. And this race, the races that will come up, that will never be the end goal, right? It's never that the goal that I've set for myself is the summit, right? That's the thing that I'm focusing on. The summit is never the goal. It's always about the journey that needs to be enjoyed. As well, this goal, this race that I had for myself was just a plot race, right? It was just something out of the blue that I thought, okay, no, let's do it just basically in my marathon build, where I can see as well, hey, you know, what's my fitness level? And what I can also take with me, you know, the lessons that I will learn during this race on race day on the marathon, right? So this has been like a super phenomenal experience as a whole, but I was never going to experience that when I was like just reading the game, right? When I was not doing it. So I definitely encourage you as well, if you're like starting anything, right? You're getting your first time into the gym, you're getting on your first run, you even start your first business. Never set the goal as, let's say, the summit that needs to be your goal, right? It should always be the journey that should be enjoyed. And that's how you will always make sure that you will learn most from it, so you can apply it the next time, so you can consistently get better. It's all about the continuous improvement, so you can grow as a person, you can grow in your endeavors, and basically set your goals and bars higher and higher instead of being stagnant at a certain time. Yeah, that's what I mean with the journey. It's never about the destination, and it's never about, let's say, the summit where we need to get to, as I already mentioned many times now. It's always about the journey itself that should be enjoyed in order to become better. So if you want to make something work long-term and you don't want to, let's say, also in terms of business, not retire from it, you need to be sure that you always focus on the journey itself to, you know, enjoy it long-term. And that should never be about the end goal as a whole, because that will only go so far. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. See you later.